All right, let's have another conversation about this Gbody air conditioning system. So I'm gonna turn it off right now. Obviously, this is the ground. Okay, the grounds through this case. So this screw and that strap is the ground. That's the only ground. Another one designed by GM. Here's the ground wire. Where it terminates, I'm not sure. It may terminate to the dash. The ground is good. Here's the power. Here's the purple power wire. Don't confuse it with the purple starter wire. Runs right here to this relay. This is the high-speed relay. This controls high speed only. I know I've talked about this connector being a problem on a lot of cars. This connector is brand new in this car with the new Casper's harness. This side of the connector is okay. It doesn't have corrosion. Highly recommend dielectric grease. And I'll come behind here and seal these up. These should have been weather packed from GM, but we can make them weather packed right now. So issues you normally see are this connector melting, this guy going bad, connections in here getting poor. There's our blower motor resistors in here. They're variable. They typically don't go bad, and I think they're still available aftermarket. So I had to do some probing around because this guy wasn't working. He's working now, and what I found was there was something in here. I guess it was terminal pin tension, or I wasn't holding my mouth the right way, so I took it apart, cleaned everything, put it back together, and it's happy. Okay, so we're going to demonstrate that it works. You can see the 6 blowing. Okay, now we're off of the high-speed relay and we're on the resistor coils. And now you shouldn't be able to hear it running, so it's running barely. See the resistor coils all the way up till the last dot, and now we go to the blower fan, high. Okay, so we're good. The next thing, I don't usually see people leave this off, but just in case somebody does, and of course I can't see where I put mine, there it is this little tube right here is quite important, because this little tube takes the air and it cools the blocks, or excuse me, it cools the motor. So air will come out of this hole and it will go in there and it'll actually help cool the motor. These motors, they do fail. This one is a Delco one, original. When they work, I like to blast them and restore them and make them look pretty, because it's kind of cool to see those numbers and stampings on them. But they're available aftermarket. If they look real rusty and crusty, then we're going to replace it. But this one seems to work okay. So this is pretty much applies to, I think, every Gbody. I mean, I know I'm a Turbo Buick specialist, and I do have some Monte Carlos around here and some El Caminos, and I believe they're all the same. I can't speak for the Grand Prix, and I can't speak for the guys later than 78, 77. I think those body styles are different. But hopefully this will help somebody, because what we did was we put the harness in this car and it didn't work, and we're like, oh yeah, it's this plug. I'll get back to it. And then I verified the plug was good. And so let me go check the fuse. It must have blown the fuse doing something stupid, because it happens. No, fuse is good. So it wasn't either one of those. So this red wire right here comes directly from a fusible link down to the starter. It's directly fusible link. It's hot all the time. This guy right here, he's hot all the time. And then it sends out his power to the blower motor resistor on these other guys. On the blue, which is there, and that's a tan, which looks more orange here, so it must have been faded over the years. And then the black, of course, is our ground. So hopefully this will save somebody some aggravation.